Styles with the call.
Amon G. Carter Stadium here in Fort Worth, Texas, and we have a battle between two top 25 teams as fourth-ranked Oklahoma comes into town to take on the 25th-ranked Horned Frogs of TCU. Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson along with my partner, Charles Davis, and welcome to Fort Worth, where we have two undefeated teams, two teams playing extremely well, especially on the defensive end, and two teams playing with a whole lot of confidence.
Indeed they are. So today is what? It's a prove-it game for both sides. For Oklahoma, some people think they're the best, most complete team in the country. They have to prove it against one of the better defenses in the country in TCU. Trevor Knight, their quarterback, he's been consistent, has to continue to be a game manager and distribute the football. For TCU, Coach Gary Patterson's been walking around this week with a little grin on his face like he knows something about this team. Their third year in the Big 12, he thinks they're ready to compete, and he can't wait for this game to begin. So the Horned Frogs, number 25, time for them to prove it.
And here come the Horned Frogs. Undefeated, they feel that this is their game, and Oklahoma will go down. Opening kick coming up after this. And welcome back to the Fox College Football Game of the Week presented by Geico. 45,000 honorary Horned Frogs ready to watch Oklahoma and TCU. Time to join the third member of our team on the sideline, who moments ago caught up with Gary Patterson. Here's Molly McGrath.
Coach, this is your revamped offense's first test against a Big 12 defense. What do they need to do today to stay effective?
Well, we got to move the football. We got to catch the ball and make first down and score points. They're very good on both sides of the ball. But you know, you want to be in these kind of games. This is what we're trying to get back to, and so why wouldn't you? So we're ready to play, and we're getting ready to go.
Oklahoma has a lot of big offensive weapons. What is the focus of your defense today?
You know, so do we. So we've been practicing against guys that can run. They don't have a totally listen to me at a 10-1-7, so we got to get ready to play.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck out there.
You bet.
All right, Oklahoma won the toss deferred. TCU will receive. What a perfect day here in Fort Worth, Texas. 78 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. What do they call that, a high sky, Charles Davis? As we prepare to watch the fourth-ranked team in the nation, the Oklahoma Sooners, take on the Horned Frogs. And you look at the series, no, Oklahoma leads 9-4. They've won 3 in a row since TCU won in Norman in 2005. OU 5-0 versus TCU in Fort Worth. Nick Hodgson will send it away. B.J. Catalong, Cameron Eccles-Looper back deep. And this one will not be returned by Cameron Eccles-Looper. So 3 things you need to know when TCU has the football.
First one, Trevon Boykin. I'm a quarterback exclusively. Not worried about playing receiver or running back. His development has been rapid, staying in one spot. The second thing, Josh Dotson and the receivers. They are long. A number of guys are 6'4" and above and lively. You just heard Coach Patterson tell Molly McGrath, Colby Listenby runs a 10-1-7-400. They can fly. In Oklahoma, they will come at you from all angles in their 3-4 defense that Joel Klatt was talking about in our pregame show. You never know from what angle they'll come, and Eric Stryker, number 19, wreaks a lot of havoc from his linebacker position.
First down and 10 on the 25-yard line. TCU has scored a touchdown on its first possession in all 3 games this year. Here's Listenby with the reception. Check that. Listenby, the intended receiver. So Trevon Boykin, a career-high 6 touchdowns last week versus SMU, 4 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing in just 3 quarters. Second down and 10 of the 25. B.J. Catalan, the deep man, in the pistol. And Boykin decides to run it. He turns it up and gets to the 30 before being stopped. Dominique Alexander with the tackle. As you take a look at OU on opening drives this season.
Right away, early advantage to Oklahoma. They get TCU in 3rd and long here on the first series. See if Mike Stoops, the defensive coordinator, decides to unleash a little bit of extra pressure at Trevon Boykin.
3rd down and 6 at the 28. Boykin to throw it. Near side. Ball caught out of the backfield. Gray, he has a 1st down and more. Deontay Gray, the junior from Houston, picks up 19 yards on 3rd and 6. Ahmad Thomas with the tackle.
And now let's see if they go a little bit quicker on offense after a big explosive play.
So 1st down at the 47, opening drive for the Horned Frogs.
And they caught Oklahoma trying to make a switch, had too many men on the field, had to call timeout to avoid a penalty.
So with the timeout on the field called by Oklahoma, we'll take a break. TCU moving it already. All right, here are today's stat tracker brought to you by Domino's, the keys to the game.
All right, for Oklahoma, it's the run and gun today. Will they run the ball well with Samaje Perine and Alex Ross? And can they gun it downfield and create big plays in the passing game? For TCU, it's all about the quarterback. Trevon Boykin, his development today has to take a quantum leap against the best defense he's faced so far this season.
Keys to the game brought to you by GoDaddy. 1st and 10 at the 47. Opening drive for TCU. Trevon Boykin, the quarterback. Here's the option. Boykin keeps it. And he'll get to midfield and lands inside Oklahoma territory. Dominique Alexander with the tackle after a 3-yard gain.
Early in this game, we're seeing the differences between Trevon Boykin and Trevor Knight. Boykin will be an active runner today. Oklahoma does not want Knight to do that.
Now Boykin running it again, skips through the hole, jitterbugs up the sideline, tiptoes out of bounds at the 35. Boy, this is a different kid that we are seeing than the kid we saw a couple years ago.
He doesn't have to worry about anything else. He knows he's the quarterback, and on that play, he actually reverted back to his running back roots. That was just simply, if it had been an I formation, Gus, that would have been a toss sweep to the tailback, and he just followed the power to the corner.
Boykin, 3 carries for 22 yards. 1st and 10 at the Oklahoma 36. Twins on both sides of the field for the Horned Frogs. Boykin. That one deflected and caught. Dotson all the way down inside the OU 15, a gain of 21.
And right there, you saw Dominique Alexander, the linebacker, on the pressure, tipped the ball in the air, and Josh Dotson kept his concentration, hauled it in. Another explosive play for TCU.
This drive started at the TCU 25, 1st and 10. Empty backfield for Boykin at the OU 15. Boykin, quarterback draw, looking for space, and he won't find any this time.
File that away, partner. When you see empty backfield, spread formation like that, that play is always in effect for TCU. It's always an option.
A 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9. Here's the option. Boykin keeps it and gets crunched at the 10-yard line. Some hard hitting. Jordan Evans, sophomore from Norman, comes up and makes a tackle from his linebacker spot.
Watch this. If Boykin ends up faking inside and then pitching it, he's got a better play. What he did was he drew people to him, but if he had pitched it out to Catalan, I think he had space to gallop.
So 3rd down and 6 at the 11. Boykin to throw. Winds up, near side, caught again by Dotson, dives, 1st down, Horned Frogs.
And what I like early from TCU is they're not shying away from throwing at Zach Sanchez for Oklahoma, number 15. He's their interception guy, but he's been playing with a sore shoulder. If I'm TCU, I want to find out if he can tackle out there on the corner. Can he make a play against my big wide receivers?
On 3rd and 6, they get 7. 1st down and goal at the 4. B.J. Catalan, the pistol back. Behind Trevon Boykin. Boykin gives it to him. Skipping, leaning. Did he get over? And they're going to call him down at about the 1-inch line.
Gave it an effort. It looked like he extended the ball at the end of the play. Let's see if he's on top, so he's not down. So when he extended it, he thought he crossed the plane.
Catalan again, tries to go outside. Lost it. And he's down towards Peterson defensively for OU.
I think the ball stays in Trevon Boykin's hands on this play. Either run-pass option or maybe pure quarterback run.
12th play of the drive. Diamond formation. 3rd down and goal for TCU.
And those are two tight ends in the backfield with a running back.
Third down.
Now Ty Slanina, number 13, comes in, checks in the slot at the bottom of your screen.
They had an extra offensive lineman in showing pure power, and they subbed out, as you just noted, with Slanina coming in as a wide receiver and taking the backup offensive tackle Joseph Noteboom off of the field.
Dotson and Sanchez. And now a timeout called by TCU. Some confusion on both sides. Fox College Football is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Gus Johnson, Charles Davis, TCU playing so fast, CD, they may have cost himself a touchdown right here.
Watch me, he is sitting on top of an Oklahoma player and extends the football towards the goal line. So you see that look. Now watch this angle. See the ball? That's at the plane of the goal line right there. So right there, they've got a chance to have a touchdown. The replay officials, maybe they went so fast they didn't feel like they got a conclusive look in order to buzz down and stop the game, because that was one that TCU could have already been in the end zone.
So that brings up 3rd down and goal at the 1. Mike Stoops, the defensive coordinator. E.J. Catalan, the deep man who Boykin is speaking with right now. Cliff Murphy, a tight end, also in the backfield. Here's the option. Boykin lost it. And recovered by the Horned Frogs. Cliff Murphy. Touchdown, TCU. Jaden Obercrombie comes in to attempt the extra point. Has never missed a PAT in his TCU career. 96 for 96, an ongoing school record. Make it 97 of 97. But more importantly, the Horned Frogs take their opening drive all the way down the field and score to take a 7-0 lead over Oklahoma. 7-0 TCU on top of Oklahoma. Let's check in with our rules analyst, Mike Pereira. Michael.
Hey, you know, I got to tell you, that touchdown that was a touchdown that wasn't called, wasn't stopped by replay. I just want to make it clear that that is the responsibility of the replay official to shut that down. And he had enough on the line feed, the live shot, to see that he extended the ball to the goal line. And that extension there being on bodies was enough for the replay official to stop it and correct that error.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. This ball fair caught at the 27-yard line by Oklahoma. So as the Sooner offense comes on the field, 3 things you need to know about Oklahoma when they have the ball.
All right, the number 4 ranked Sooners, Samaje Perine. Last time we saw him, 242 yards. He runs to contact and through contact. He doesn't mind a collision. Sterling Shepard, he needs some friends to help him. Deron Neal, KJ Young have been other receivers. Who else can get into the fray? Maybe Blake Bell, the tight end. And now for TCU, they believe they got enough depth to play Big 12 defense. We're big kids now. They've been good all the way through. They think they can shut down anyone in the country.
First down and 10 at the 28-yard line for Oklahoma. They pitch it on first down. Alex Ross in the backfield. Great all-purpose player. Tries to lower the boom, but Kevin White stands his ground. And these running backs for Oklahoma, they're not the kind of running backs we've seen over the last couple of years.
No, they've, you know, it's like going to the fast food place and you say supersize it. That's what they do with the Oklahoma running backs now. We're used to these little scat backs. No longer. Ross, 221 pounds. Ryan listed at 243. I think he's closer to 250.
Second down and 10. No gain on the last play. Here's Ross, and he's chopped down again. I tell you what, a fired-up defense. Paul Dawson, the linebacker, Marcus Mallett there as well.
Remember when we saw Oklahoma against West Virginia was running a 3-3-5 stack. More room to run, more bubbles. This is a 4-2-5 with people coming in to plug in all the gaps. Let's see how they hold up as the afternoon progresses.
And the philosophy for the TCU defense, make Trevor Knight throw the ball. 3rd and 12. Knight with time, in trouble, incomplete. He was under immense pressure being applied by Davion Pearson, also Josh Caraway.
Good coverage downfield. This 4-2-5 morphs into things. And remember, they play a lot of zone behind it, but they match up downfield. A zone turns into man-to-man coverage as they lock up on receivers. That'll allow Davion Pearson, 57, Josh Caraway, 94, to make their way back to the quarterback's face.
Jed Barnett, the punter, had a career-long 70-yarder versus West Virginia 2 weeks ago, and he booms another one. Eccles Looper, backpedaling. Tries to get outside and wrestled down at the 35. A 54-yard punt and a 15-yard return. But coming up, Trevon Boykin back on the field. Fox College Football is sponsored by AT&T, mobilizing your world. And by Progressive, making it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. TCU with the football and a 7-0 lead over 4th-ranked Oklahoma. And the Horned Frogs will take over at their own 35. And I thought Mike Stoops was interesting when he talked about Trevon Boykin. He said he's dynamic. He's getting the ball out quick, on time, on target, good feet, good arm, better decision-making this year.
Yeah, and Mike also said that his blood pressure's going up a little bit because they're playing better people now. The stakes are moving up, and Trevon Boykin gives it plenty of people a lot of trouble. Wouldn't be surprised to see them take a big shot here, Gus. Big lightning bolt with one of those sprinters that they have on offense.
3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. And a handoff to Catalan, and he is knocked backwards. Jordan Evans bringing the pain early in this game.
Make his dad proud. His dad, Scott, was an all Big 8 defensive tackle for Oklahoma. And can you believe they offered Jordan Evans late in the recruiting process? Wasn't sure that he was worthy of one. Offered him late. They're glad they've got him there now.
A loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 at the 33. Boykin underneath for Dotson. Almost intercepted.
So that's back-to-back big plays by Jordan Evans. Tackle in the backfield, and this time he affected the play because Dotson saw him coming. Even before the hit, Dotson saw him, and that made his hands a little bit unsure as he came inside on the screen.
3rd down and 12 at the 33. Horned Frogs need to go to the 45 for a 1st down. Here's Boykin under pressure. Delivers to Dotson, and he won't get the 1st down. Really, flag on the play. Sanchez may have grabbed his face mask, but a great run after the catch by Josh Dotson.
There's some of that arm talent you were talking about, Gus, with Boykin getting rid of the football. And Catalan, good pass protection in the backfield.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 15. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. Automatic, first down.
So he saw the face mask, but look at the pass protection. Look at that. See how they formed the cup for him? Now he steps in clean and zings it downfield. I like the fact they're not shying away from Zach Sanchez. See if he can tackle with a bad shoulder.
First down at the 39. Boykin all day to throw. Far side incomplete. David Porter, the intended receiver. And he had Colby Lisenby on a post route that broke wide open toward the end of the route.
Yeah, didn't see it because he came off and tried to hit Porter on the backside, trying to go away from the flow.
Second and 10 at the 39. Boykin, quick release. Dotson dives forward. And Sanchez brings him to the turf. A flag on the play.
That may go against Dotson. You see the elbows, you see the forearm at the end of the play to get Sanchez off of him. You see Gary Patterson, he's already letting him know. He knows what the call is going to be, and that just cost them because they've got a nice drive going, and that's going to move them back. You got things going your way. Don't give anything back to them.
The ruling on the field is a completed catch. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 15. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Boy, were they fortunate on that one. Let's see at the end of the play, because Gary was jumping on Dotson like he thought it was him, and I did too. All right, there's the end of the play. How that went against Sanchez is beyond me. Unless they're saying he said something, they got that one backwards, because the only push came from Dotson.
First down and 10 of the 16. Here's Boykin on the play action fake. Wants to run it. Boykin gets outside and out of bounds. That fictitious call that we just saw reminds me of what happened in the Arizona-Oregon game the other day.
Yeah, where you ended the flag where the kid got the big play and then he bowed at midfield and they called him for excessive celebration. A big influence on the play. Oklahoma gets a penalty against Zach Sanchez that, from my view, from what I saw, could not have been against him.
Second and 7 at the 13. Boykin out of the shotgun. Underneath. And caught inside the 10-yard line. Looks like Ty Slanina, the sophomore from East Bernard, Texas.
The option game has been good to TCU in the early going. Trevon Boykin, Catalan, running option here on 3rd and short.
Horned Frogs need a yard. Here's the option. Catalan, touchdown! Wow. TCU smacking Oklahoma in the mouth here in the first quarter.
And this is going to be option to this side. And Trevon Boykin on the read. You remember earlier I said he should have pitched one? This time he reads it perfectly, draws the defender striker to him, and pitches it to Catalan, who pounds his way into the end zone.
Extra point is good. So how about this? TCU playing at home. Some power shots early. Oklahoma in a little trouble. TCU off to a brilliant start with a 14-0 lead over Oklahoma. As Jaden Oberchrome prepares to send it away, E.J. Catalan finding pay dirt. And this one fielded at the 19 by Deron Neal, but a flag on the play.
I think he's going to be bailed out because the ball was over the sideline, so it won't go as a catch at that point. It'll be a kick out of bounds, and Oklahoma has a decision to make and probably will take the ball at the 35-yard line.
The kick receiver was out of bounds when he caught the ball. Therefore, it's a free kick out of bounds. By rule, the ball be placed at the 35-yard line, first down.
All right, let's go to Greg Wolf in the studio for a Lowe's Never Stop Improving Game Break.
All right, thanks. We check in Austin, Texas. We know number 7, Baylor, can put up a ton of points on offense, so this was the last thing Texas needed. Nick Rose, 52-yard field goal attempt blocked. Terrell Burt takes it the distance the other way, and Baylor leads Texas 7-0 first quarter. Gus, Charles, back to you.
The underrated part about Baylor's game, special teams, and they play defense more than they get credit for.
Samaje Perine now in the game and running back. Play fake. Knight sets up deep in the pocket. Unleashes. He's got a receiver. Caught inside the 15. Sterling Shepard on the fly route. And what a throw by Trevor Knight, 52 yards.
Shepard was in the slot. Number 3 runs it out and up. But how about the throw by Trevor Knight? That ball's 50-plus yards in the air. Drops it right in the bucket to Shepard. A big strike early as Oklahoma tries to claw their way back.
Sterling Shepard. He has had 3 consecutive 100-yard receiving days. Trying to become the first Sooner.
For the review.
Now you got to take a look and see about the catch, whether he caught it, had possession, came down in bounds. But when we talked to Gary Patterson on Friday, one of the things he said I'm most concerned about is that early in the game, Oklahoma likes to take big shots at you. They like to get cheap plays on you early. I'm going to warn my guys about that. And here it happened to them. I think going up 14-0, all the enthusiasm, they may have relaxed a little bit and forgot their keys. Looks like he caught it. First foot was down clearly, and he makes the catch, and all the way through the process of the catch, all the way to the ground. See, the first foot's already down before the second foot comes down. So I think this catch will be confirmed as good. Catch, foot down right there. There's your first foot, the right one.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a catch.
He even legitimately got the second one in. It was inside the white as well.
So as I mentioned, Sterling Shepard trying to become the first Sooner with 4 straight 100-yard receiving games since Ryan Broyles did it in 2011. He's averaging close to 20 yards per catch. Big day versus West Virginia. First down and 10 at the 12. Ripkowski and Perine, the dynamic freshman running back, in the backfield. Here's Perine, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. This time it's Marcus Mallett.
The key to stopping a power runner such as Perine, as we look at the red zone defense, only 2 touchdowns given up in the first 4 possessions, is making him either stop his feet in the backfield, stutter step a little bit, or the first guy has to meet him at the line of scrimmage and break his momentum.
Second down and 10, no gain. Knight, quarterback draw with a blocker, and he'll go down inside the 5.
And look who led him through the hole. The guy who normally carries it, Perine, 32. And Oklahoma's done their best this year to keep Trevor Knight out of a lot of running situations. But down 14-0, they decided to say, we've got to use all of our weapons right now. And they used him on the quarterback draw with Perine as a lead blocker.
Nobody in the Big 12 better on 3rd and short than the Sooners. They came in 8 for 8 on 3rd and 1 and 2s. 3rd down and 1. Perine, first down. 9 for 9.
Now first Perine.
Samaje Perine with that huge game against West Virginia. He was the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week after running for 242. First down and goal at the 1. Perine, touchdown, OU. So just like that, the Sooners strike back, and they put 6 on the board.
And what we just saw was an Oklahoma team with experience, no panic, hit the big strike downfield to Shepard, and then they used the running game to help settle things down. Get their big offensive linemen back involved. Let them fire out and smack someone and calm their football team down.
Michael Honeycutt comes in to attempt the extra point. And it's good. Under 4 minutes to play, first quarter from Fort Worth. Sooners on the board now, 14-7.
Done with time, now flushed down, unloads, touchdown, Garrett Moore scores. Here comes the option from Gunn, deep pitch, Merrill, walks in, Frogs scores again. Folks, that's gonna do it. Frogs beat Oklahoma today.
How about that one? Getting that's early in Gary Patterson's tenure as a head coach to go into Norman and beat the number 7 ranked Oklahoma Sooners. And it was a precursor of great days to come for TCU under Coach P.
Sooners will send it away. Catalan, Eccles Looper back deep, and this one sails all the way out of the end zone. Boykin ready to come back on the field. Last year, Oklahoma held on for a 20-17 win in Norman as Brendan Clay ran for 111 yards. In 2012, Damian Williams had a 66-yard touchdown run early in the third that helped OU take it 24-17.
You saw the first 2 possessions there of TCU today. Last year in that game, Gus, that we did, the first 7 possessions were 3 and outs for the TCU offense against Oklahoma's defense.
First down and 10 of the 25. Aaron Green, the deep man in the backfield. Here's Green with a hold. And Green gets to the 30. Dominic Alexander brings him down after the 4-yard pickup. They'll mark it at the 29.
Look at the wider splits we're getting now from TCU's offensive line. Look how wide everything is.
Boykin, play fake, near side, incomplete. What does that mean? Looks like 6-man football out there.
What they're doing is they're trying to slow down the pass rush of Oklahoma. If Oklahoma runs in the gaps here, it gives you a chance to go outside those gaps. But otherwise, if you move them farther away from the quarterback, it takes longer for the pass rushers to get to Boykin. And did you notice? He had nothing but time back there to throw the football. Now they've come back into the conventional split and going more of a standard-looking offense on this down.
Third down and 6 of the 29. Boykin, slant pattern, and it's caught. A first down. Aaron Green gains 8 on 3rd and 6.
Now this is a commendable catch because it was contested. You see that, Aaron? Looked like Evans, Jordan Evans, was right on his hip, right over his shoulder in his hip pocket, and Green possessed the ball.
Charles Tapper. Knock him down.
Offense, number 59, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Fabulajay. Tayo Fabulajay, he's 6 feet 7 inches tall.
So what you're saying, if he does something, and you know who drew him off? I think the official did. When the official came back from over the ball and moved quickly back into position, I think Fabulajay saw him out of the corner of his eye and reacted to movement.
First down and 15. Boykin. Slovino with the catch, gets to the 41. I tell you what, that thing is getting out of his hand.
Yeah, with dispatch, isn't it? I mean, it's pretty. You mentioned it early in the game. The improvement that you've seen in Trevon Boykin from what we saw the first 2 years, you know, it's not just him throwing the football now, Gus. That's confidence throwing the football. He is settled, knows he's the quarterback, and has assumed that role completely.
Junior from Mesquite, Texas. He's 8 of 12, 91 yards already. Second down, and dangerous play, flag on the play.
Fortunate that he has excellent reflexes.
Personal foul, hands to the face, offense, number 64, 15-yard penalty, replay second down.
So Matt Pryor, formerly an offensive tackle, 6'7", 350 pounds. They moved him inside for more power at the guard position. And he's the one called for the penalty. I mean, they've got some big human beings across the front, TCU does.
But the Horned Frogs face with a 2nd and 21.
To spread out, no one in the backfield, Gus. Quarterback draw is always in play with this formation.
3 receivers at the top of your screen. Boykin lets it go up the sideline. Listenby lays out, and on 2nd and 21, he gets 34.
Listenby's at the top of your screen, number 7 in black, working against Julian Wilson, the cornerback. Nice route, but how about the throw? It cannot be thrown any better than what he just did.
1st down and 10 at the Oklahoma 40. Boykin with time. Boykin. And incomplete. Intended for Deontay Gray, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
Well, you know where they wanted to throw to Deontay Gray was on the tunnel screen to start the play. And then when that was taken away, he extended the play. Boykin did with his legs, and Gray continued on his route across field and then almost hooked up later on downfield.
So 2nd and 10 at the 40. Green, the pistol back behind Boykin. Play fake. Boykin makes a first man miss, but he is tackled for a loss by guess who? Eric Stryker, who had 3 sacks in the Sugar Bowl.
And he needs to go back and thank all these guys back here, because their coverage allowed Stryker to eventually get back there and get Trevon Boykin. Plenty of time, nowhere to go with the ball. Stryker had to elude Tapper, as he had to elude Tapper first. Boykin did, but Stryker ran him down.
3rd down and 14 at the 44. They need to go to the 30 for 1st down. Trevon Boykin to throw. Over the middle. And almost intercepted. That ball pinballed. Atari Bird right there for Oklahoma.
He sailed it a little bit beyond his receiver, and it hit Bird in the worst possible place, right in the hands. Ball goes away. But on that last formation, you know what Oklahoma did? They took Geno Grissom and moved him into the middle as a spy if Trevon Boykin wanted to take off and run up the middle.
So Ethan Perry will punt it away from the 42. Sterling Shepard standing at his own 10.
Prior to the snap, false start. Kicking team number 81. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Gary Patterson, TCU's all-time winningest coach with 123 victories. Multiple conference championships, 4 in the Mountain West, 1 in Conference USA, and who could forget that 2010 Rose Bowl, beating Wisconsin 21-19, finishing 13-0 that season. Perry again, and he drives it into the end zone for a touchback. But another flag.
And my surprise was he didn't do the same Australian kick. It was only 5 yards. This time he airmailed it through there. I think for 5 yards, the same kick works for the same principles for him, trying to kill it inside the 10.
Illegal formation on the kicking team. Number 26 was not lined up on the line of scrimmage. That 5-yard penalty will be added from the 20-yard line. 1st down.
That was Derek Gentry, a backup safety.
Tonight, college football continues on Fox as the Arizona State Sun Devils try to upset the 16th-ranked USC Trojans. Coverage begins tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox and streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
But things are hot in the Pac-12 now after Arizona's win on Thursday night at Oregon, because next week, you know, Arizona welcomes in USC.
Oregon taking on UCLA in Pasadena.
How about the ball control there? TCU, even though they've gone to up-tempo, 10 minutes plus in the first quarter, controlling the ball.
First down, play fake. Here's Knight again to throw. Wide open, Shepard. See you later. Shepard sprinting in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. 75 big ones. You want Trevor Knight to throw the ball? Okay.
And early in the down and distance, watch Derek Kindred, number 26. He's the guy they targeted. He's a safety, and they moved Shepard into the slot. You see the little move? He sticks him in the middle and then works his way back outside. Next thing you know, 75 yards later, it's a touchdown. How about Shepard? 2 catches, 128 yards, and a touchdown now, and Oklahoma tries to draw even.
And we're in the first quarter. 33 seconds left. And we have a tie ball game. Largest catch of Shepard's career. 75-yard touchdown. Sooners counter punching. Sterling Shepard, the junior from Oklahoma City, with a terrific touchdown to tie this game.
And look at TCU looking to the sideline, trying to get the call, trying to get lined up correctly. And remember, Sterling Shepard plays in the slot. He plays outside. They always want to know where he is. And Oklahoma out-schemed them here because they got him isolated on a safety instead of a corner. And you know the end result. 75 yards later, touchdown on a 1st and 10 throw.
Hodgson will kick it away. And he's done a nice job. This one out of the end zone once again. TCU will have it at the 25. Our Molly McGrath had a chance to talk to Trevon Boykin during the game, and from what I understand, he had some interesting things to say, Molly.
Yeah, that's right, Gus. I talked to him before the game. He said he's feeling confident in TCU's new offensive scheme. He says it really plays to his strengths. If his first and second read aren't there, it gives him the ability to make plays with his feet. He told me he expects Oklahoma's defense to try to contain him in the pocket, force him to make some difficult throws. We've already seen that today, but he said, I'm ready for that. They've been practicing those situations all week, guys.
And Molly, one of the big things about his development, they put him at quarterback and left him there, but Sonny Cumbie and Doug Meacham came in as the co-offensive coordinators. Cumbie, a big-time quarterback at Texas Tech, knows quarterback play as well as anyone, and he spent a lot of time helping Trevon Boykin get set and ready for this year.
Here's the option, and he gives it to Catalan. Head of steam, running downhill, gets out of bounds. At the 35 and a first down, TCU.
And we talked about the offensive coordinators. One came from Oklahoma State, Doug Meacham. He's on the sidelines calling the plays. Sonny Cumbie came from Texas Tech. He's up there collaborating on the offense. And they both brought their style, their system, which all dates back for both of them to Mike Leach and Hal Mumme at Valdosta State.
First down and 10 to the 36. Boykin. Sanchez almost coming up with his 5th interception in 5 games. He's 4 for 4 right now. Remember, this kid has been playing with a tender shoulder.
He's been tough and he's been gritty, hasn't he, Gus? And this one, you know what probably threw him off was the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. He drove on the play, recognized it early. If it's not tipped, he probably intercepts it and heads in the other direction.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Catalan. Maybe a yard on the play, but that takes us to the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma down early. TCU was firing on all cylinders, but the Sooners respond. We're knotted up at 14.
Rated M for mature.
And welcome back to the Fox College Football Game of the Week presented by Geico. And what a start. level at 14 apiece. Oklahoma, the 4th-ranked team in the nation, taking on the 25th-ranked Horned Frogs. 3rd down, 10 at the 36. TCU 6 of 7 on 3rd down conversions.
False start. Offense, number 20. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
It's Deontay Gray.
Puts him into 3rd and longer. Now it's about 3rd and 15.
Remember, on 2nd and 21, they got 34. Listenby streaking down the field. He's the receiver at the bottom of your screen.
False start. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That's Jamel Naff, the left guard.
Oklahoma's mugging the line of scrimmage, and they're not putting a lot of people down across the front. They're doing what we call radar, spy, ninja, whatever you want to call it, where a lot of people are standing, and then they're approaching the line of scrimmage with sudden moves, and it's affecting TCU's offensive front.
3rd and 20. Here's the option. The pitch, Catalan, modeled up, and goes out of bounds at the 30. Gino Grissom with the tackle.
Crowd's reacting by the way that he was hurled, because you know, a lot of times you see that and you think it's a face mask or a horse collar, but neither resulted on that play. Oklahoma gets off the field. 28 points in the first quarter, partner. 28. These two teams combined for giving up 7 all year long.
TCU sends it away. Sterling Shepard will get away from the football. Now he has to pick it up on the run.
It called fair catch. I believe is why the whistle was blown. Yeah.
The receiver gave an invalid fair catch signal. By rule, he cannot advance the ball. The ball is dead upon possession. 1st down.
See, but there, at that point, he's telling his guys to get away. That's not a fair catch signal. Fair catch signal, is my understanding, is you got to get your arm up in the air and throw it over your head. But what I'm being told is any waving, any movement like that, it could be interpreted as an invalid fair catch signal, thus the penalty against Oklahoma.
1st down and 10 at the 15 for OU. P-Ryan. Marcus Mallett, first man to him.
Previous 2 drives, Oklahoma threw downfield and connected both times to Sterling Shepard for massive gains. This time on 1st down, they go back to their bread and butter. Samaje Perine running the ball.
After the big 240-yard performance against West Virginia, Perine starts slowly, 4 carries, 6 yards, 2nd and 8. But Trevor Knight has been slinging it. Knight lofting it off, played down with the catch and a 1st down.
This will be interesting, though, Gus.
Sam Carter with the tackle.
You know, it'll be interesting to see which way they go, because there's a lot of hand fighting between the defensive back, Carter, and Bell, the tight end. Will it go offensive or defensive interference?
Looks like it'll go against Oklahoma.
Pass interference. Offense, number 10. Half the distance to the goal. Replay 2nd down.
And you see Blake Bell had both hands inside on Carter's chest, number 17, and pushed off and created space. You hear people talk all the time about receivers uncovering themselves downfield. That's one way to uncover, except that's a penalty.
Last year in this game, Bell was the starting quarterback and went 20 of 31 for 152 yards and also rushed for 61 yards on 14 carries. Made the switch to tight end in the spring. 2nd and 16. Knight Fires deep again. Shepard, and knocked away at the last moment by Kevin White. And Trevor Knight would like to have that throw back.
I think Josh Caraway affected him at the end. Watch 94 in the pocket. I think he wasn't able to get everything on this throw because he couldn't step fully into it because Caraway was in his face.
3rd and 16 at the 9. They need to go to the 25 for a first down. And Knight will call timeout. Second quarter action, game tied at 14. Back after this. Welcome back, and let's take a look at the game summary.
How about TCU getting their first lead against Oklahoma since joining the Big 12? This is year 3 of TCU in that conference. TCU also the first points allowed in the first quarter this season. And Oklahoma's yards today, Sterling Shepard, 128 by himself. The rest of the team, 12.
3rd down and 16 for Oklahoma at their own 9. Knight steps up in the pocket with running room. And Knight upended at the 21. Derek Kindred with the tackle. It's a 12-yard gain. And OU will punt it away.
It wasn't a design quarterback draw, but the net effect was good for Oklahoma because it got them out of deep in their own territory and gave them room to punt the ball away and could help them in field position. Although TCU gets off the field, the number one thing they wanted to do.
So Jed Barnett inside his own 10. This one off the side of his foot and out of bounds. And TCU will get excellent field position at the Oklahoma 46-yard line. Now, all-time TCU great LaDainian Tomlinson honored here today by the National Football Foundation and the College Hall of Fame. The Horned Frogs' all-time leading rusher etched his name in school and conference record books from 97 to 2000. And LaDainian, he still looks like he's in terrific shape. He can get out there and play a little ball right now.
Yeah, he can take a few tosses, still break people down, run over them, run past them. Phenomenal, phenomenal player, both here at TCU and, of course, in the NFL. And an even better guy.
First down option. Boykin keeps it. And Boykin inside the 40-yard line. Stopped at the, we'll say, the 38. Jordan Evans with the tackle. Now Boykin quickly to the line of scrimmage. Looking deep, wide open, Caroline! Touchdown! Horned Frogs!
They schemed them, Gus, so well that the secondary of Oklahoma actually ran into each other and bumped people off of the route and laid it wide open for B.J. Catalan.
TCU back out in front, 21-14. Boykin, pitch it, Catalan, catch it. Fox College Football is sponsored by the Cree LED bulb, the biggest thing since the light bulb. All right, let's check out the Nissan Heisman Watch. Actually, we'll kick it off first and then take a look at some of the Heisman hopefuls.
You can see the confusion there from Oklahoma's defense trying to get lined up. And Catalan was the second guy in from the sideline and totally got lost in the coverage. They didn't actually collide in the secondary. They just got confused, and Catalan ran scot-free, and Boykin found him.
Longest catch of Catalan's career. Most points TCU has ever scored in a game versus Oklahoma. And this one goes out of the end zone. Now let's take a look at the Nissan Heisman watch.
Well, we know that the hopefuls here, Marcus Mariota from Oregon, had a tough time on Thursday night against Arizona. Todd Gurley from Georgia running against Vanderbilt today, and Bryce Petty is in Austin, Texas to take on the Longhorns. And I think he's having a nice season. And here's some other guys. Amir Abdullah tonight against Michigan State. He is their hope to upset them. Everett Golson has a tough task against Stanford's #1 ranked defense in the country today. And Kenny Hill, boy, was it a rough one today for Texas A&M. And Kevin Sumlin, Mississippi State, took their measure.
First down to the 25 for Trevor Knight. Alex Ross back in the game. Knight on the play-action fake. Knight uses his wheels. Knight gets outside and out of bounds at the 40. That's a 15-yard run for the sophomore from San Antonio, but a flag all the way back at the 19. This may come back.
Holding. Offense, number 71. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Sorry.
Left tackle Tyrus Thompson.
From what we saw at West Virginia, Gus, we've totally seen Trevor Knight move and run more than they did for there in Morgantown. And Oklahoma had come in with the idea, we wanted to be a game, wanted to be more of a point guard, distribute the ball, and keep him from getting hit a lot. But the way this game has gone has dictated him running a lot more.
First and 20. Knight again to throw, near side. And intended for KJ Young. And Trevor Knight, a couple of weeks ago in Morgantown, was 16 of 29, 205, and an interception. He did catch a 4-yard touchdown pass from Deron Neal.
I think what Oklahoma is seeking, other receivers who are dependable besides Sterling Shepard, who can step up and make plays on the perimeter as well.
Knight has thrown for 128 yards in the first half. Over the middle. Ooh, he put some hot sauce on that one. Deron Neal with the gain of 15.
That's exactly what they needed. Someone besides Sterling Shepard to go downfield and make a play. Deron Neal had a tough night at Morgantown. A few drops early in that game, but he made up for it with a touchdown pass tonight on the end-around pass.
Third down and 5 of the 30. If you take a look at the numbers, he's only thrown it a few times, but it's been for big yardage. Knight dances out of the pocket, dives forward, looking for the first down. He needed to get to the 35, and he will not get there.
James McFarland in hot pursuit, a former linebacker turned defensive end. This thing about TCU, their defense always has people on it who can run at every level.
Cameron Eccles-Looper ready to field it at his own 26. Jed Barnett, he's been booming him. Eccles-Looper get a shot, and a fair catch inside the 25-yard line. 10-16 to go, second quarter. Horned Frogs up by a touchdown.
Coming up on the AT&T halftime, number 9 Notre Dame faces their toughest test yet as they host number 14 Stanford. Third-ranked Alabama with a stiff challenge at the Grove, plus an exciting SEC shootout between number 6 A&M and number 12 Mississippi State.
All right, Charles, this is getting ridiculous. Every week, Rob Stone is looking like new money. Who's his agent, man? I got to get that guy.
We know who his haberdasher is, and he's spending it wisely.
First down and 10 now. At the 24, Boykin, pump fake, up the sideline, incomplete. Josh Dotson, the intended receiver, and a flag on the play.
And the official on the sideline threw his hat, which signifies that someone was out of bounds running the route, and then the flag came afterwards. Watch Dotson at the top of your screen, number 9. Against Sanchez, he runs his route. Now he's out of bounds running his route. So I don't think he's eligible to touch the ball until someone else touches it first.
The receiver went out of bounds, was the first to touch. Illegal touch in the pass, lost it down at the previous spot, second down.
But what he was telling us, the official, Mike Diffie, Josh Dotson, you can't do that.
Pretty much.
Mike Diffie. And I better get it right. You see the guns on him?
Oh, boy. Tell you what,
Ed Hockley has worn off on the officials across the country, hasn't he?
yes, he has. Second down and 10. Boykin. This time it's right on the money to Dotson, who stays in bounds and gets to the 45. A first down after the 21-yard gain. Ahmad Thomas with the tackle.
Let me go back to an observation you made earlier in the game. How quickly the ball is getting out of Trevon Boykin's hands and how quickly he's getting it downfield. Boy, he's gunning it right now.
Dotson, 5 catches, 70 yards. Green. He'll get it to midfield. Gino Grissom tripping him up.
This is what you had mentioned earlier, Gus. Look at how this bad boy whistles downfield and into the perfect spot, right into the hands of Josh Dotson. Threw it to a point. Dotson arrived. They connected.
Second and 4 at the 49. Boykin. Trick play here. They look for Boykin. Wow. Chuka Ndulaway camped under that football and almost had an interception for the defensive tackle.
How about how well he played that? And just this week, one of his teammates talked about how smart Ndulaway is against screen passes, that he reads them well, he's a technician, and he stays at home. The trick play, trying to get everyone influenced one way and throw back against it, and Ndulaway foiled it.
Third and 4. Ndulaway playing at home. He's from Dallas. Boykin. Lofting it off, and it's picked up. Jordan Evans.
A former safety turned linebacker stops the drive of TCU.
Fox College Football is sponsored by Nissan, innovation that excites. By Allstate, proud supporters of college football. Are you in good hands? And by Domino's. Oh, yes, we did. And the Oklahoma defense stepping up. I tell you what, Jordan Evans has played some terrific football in this first half.
He's made plays in the run game, in the pass game. He came to Oklahoma as a safety. Played that in high school. They moved him to linebacker because they want more speed on the field. And he sniffed that play out very well. Back-to-back big plays by the defense. And Ndulaway foiling the throwback. Evans with the interception.
So Oklahoma with the first down at their own 37. Knight. He looks for Shepard deep. Shepard cradling it and making the grab. But was he out of bounds?
The hat is off on the official on the side. He threw his hat. That's the side judge, Shane Stanley. Going to tell Mike Diffie, the referee.
The ruling on the field is that the runner was forced out of bounds. He reestablished back in bounds, caught the ball, first down.
So there's the coverage from Kevin White, and he and Shepard fought it off. Did you see Shepard with his hand on White's back on the jersey? Actually helped propel him past him, and he gets the benefit of the call.
A 37-yard gain. Shepard, 3 catches, 165 yards and a touchdown. First down and 10 at the TCU 26. And this time it's Piron, affectionately known as the Tank. Chris Hackett with the tackle. But Samaje saying, you know what, I don't need a nickname. My mama named me Samaje. That's what you call me. Freshman, folks, true freshman. 2nd and 4 at the 20. Perine left. Perine first down. Samaje Perine down at the TCU 1-yard line. Paul Dawson with the saving tackle.
Let's see how fast they go now, because they had another explosive run, and Oklahoma likes to go fast after big plays.
Gain of 17. Perine.
I think they come right back with him again, Gus. Watch Aaron Ripkowski, 48 in the game. He's the lead fullback. You can almost follow him to the point of attack on many of the running plays.
2nd down and goal. Ball at the 1. Oklahoma trying to tie this game up. Perine, the pistol back. They give it to him, but this time he will not get there.
Looks like Sam Carter. Watch how they just fill in the gaps up front. But Sam Carter, the safety, was involved early in the play. Also, Paul Dawson, 47, getting involved in the run game.
Do you give it to him again on 3rd and goal, this time from the 2?
If you do, I don't think it's the middle of the line of scrimmage. I think you've got to move more towards the margins or the edges of the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal at the 2. Perine again, powering his way forward. No signal yet.
Falling short. And I think they go for it here.
The runner was short of the goal line. 4th down.
No field goal. They're going to go for it. See, the ball's in the back part of him there. He's falling there, but the ball doesn't get to the line of the goal line.
So on 4th down and goal from the 1. Bob Stoops showing confidence in his offense. They've got some big boys up front and a big boy in the backfield in Perine.
The ruling on the previous play was that the runner was short of the goal line. That play is under further review.
I think they actually got it correct on the field that he didn't get there. His body falls, and the right side of his body falls towards the goal line, but the ball's in his left hand. So when he falls, body's towards the goal line, but see, the ball's back here in the left hand. And so I don't think he gets there. I think they had it right. See, as his body falls, the right side of his body, here's the elbow going to go down. That'll determine him down. And the ball doesn't get there. Ball's behind the goal line. Really good look by our guys, huh? How about the crew? They nailed this one. See where the ball's back there? Body's at the goal line, but the ball is not. So it'll be 4th and short. So you would expect here, right? Power formation. Bring everybody out there. Perine. I'd be very careful about Trevor Knight out the back door.
That's what happened against West Virginia. Knight catching a touchdown pass from Deron Neal. As they fake the sweep to the left, Neal coming back and just putting it right on the money to Trevor Knight.
Yeah, you can't fault Oklahoma here, can you, Gus? If they go power set and hand it to Perine and just say, can you meet us?
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. 4th down.
So what's Perine running? 5 straight times now?
One of the great moments in football. Mano a mano. 4th down and goal from the 1. Perine, the deep back. Perine, touchdown.
Against a great back, a power back. You could do everything the right way on defense, and he can still have you end up wrong because they were there. Tacklers were there in the right gaps in the hole, and his power pushed him over the goal line.
Michael Honeycutt in for the extra point. And it's good. And with 5:33 to play, we're tied. Jordan Evans with the interception to set it up. Samaje Perine with the power run. Coach Patterson knows he's in a war. Welcome back, Samaje Perine with his second rushing touchdown of this game as Oklahoma went on a 7-play, 63-yard drive that was set up by the Jordan Evans interception. In our game, 21 apiece. OU has now scored 48 points off turnovers this year, first in the Big 12. Nick Hodgson. And this will be Eccles Looper throwing it across the field. Caroline with blockers. Caroline, flag on the play as he crosses the 45. Dimitri Flowers with the tackle on special teams for Oklahoma.
And this will drive Coach P crazy if this flag's against them. You bring out your Phantom Raider, you get a nice return, and you get a flag on the play that hurts it.
During the return, holding, return team number 14, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It'll be TCU's ball, 1st and 10.
It's David Porter.
Oh, there he is, right there. He was laying down and just totally hit himself in the middle of the O and Horned Frogs in the end zone. So he didn't attract any attention. That's like when you have your young child and you teach him to play dead. And he did it and then popped up. And then ultimately a penalty set them back. But it's letting you know TCU will try out everything today to try and get a win.
First down and 10 to the 30. Javon Boykin. Boykin. Oh, broken up. Nicely done by Quentin Hayes.
Normally when you hear about the fastest man on a team, it's almost always a wide receiver, maybe the running back. Bob Stoops says Quentin Hayes may be the fastest guy on the team, although Alex Ross disputes that fiercely, his running back. But on that play, he used his speed to break up the pass.
Boykin 11 of 21, 185 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Boykin, oh, strike over the middle, a little high for Deontay Gray.
And give credit there to number 13, Ahmad Thomas. He laid off the hit downfield. You know, in the good old days, he would have gone ahead and lit up the receiver. But with the new rules, the emphasis on keeping your head up and protecting players, Ahmad Thomas did a nice job of observing that.
Third down and 10. Boykin going up top for Lisenby. And flag. Lisenby had the step, but Julian Wilson figured he'd just take a ride and pull him down.
He's got the coverage if he just stays with it, but then he stumbles into him.
Pass interference. Defense, number 2. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
See how he was feeling Colby Lisenby with his left arm, but then he stumbled a little bit, and that drove him into Lisenby and created the penalty.
So a first down at the 45. Aaron Green. And they'll get inside Oklahoma territory. Jordan Evans again defensively for the Sooners. Six-yard pickup, 2nd and 4. Boykin runs it. And Boykin picks up a first down. Jordan Evans hauls him down again, but the chain's moving for TCU. 5-yard gain on 2nd and 4. Horned Frogs with the football at the OU 44. Boykin, pump fake. In trouble, and sacked. Eric Stryker, his 2nd sack of the day.
And really what he did, watch Stryker 19. I believe this is going to be him rushing the passer. He's going to actually take away the first pass. See how he gets blocked? But now he comes up, and he actually takes it away by getting in his face. And there's a good coverage downfield by Sanchez.
Loss of 3. 2nd and 13 at the 47. Eccles Luke with a motion man. Boykin to the sideline. And Lisenby out of bounds at the Oklahoma 38.
A lot of rotation of the offensive line by TCU. Noteboom rotating in, number 68, with Fabulaje, number 59. Been doing that often during the game.
3rd down and 4. Here's the option. Boykin looking for that first down, and he'll get it as he lunges forward. Looks like he got it. And he does have the first down.
That's Gino Grissom, 85 for Oklahoma. They've been using him often today as a spy in the middle of the defensive formation. He plays linebacker usually. There's Grissom. Sometimes he'll be lined up in the middle of the defense. And with his ability to run, they're trying to take away some of what Boykin is doing. Not on that play.
A timeout called by TCU. They have 1 timeout remaining. 3:04 to go.
Let's go down to
Brilliant first half for Trevon Boykin.
All the things that we saw in the first part of the season, we're seeing again today, playing with a lot of confidence at the quarterback position as it has been Trevon Boykin. And it's opened things up for guys like B.J. Catalan, who's contributed in the run and the pass game. Josh Dotson, who's played very well out on the perimeter for TCU with some prime catches and good routes. Remember I told you in our production meeting, Coach P had that little look about him.
That twinkle in his eye?
Yeah, like he knew something the rest of us didn't know. And I've seen that from him before, and his team is playing to that twinkle.
Here's Boykin over the middle, and the ball caught by David Porter. He's still churning his legs as he gets it inside the Oklahoma 15 for a 19-yard gain. A little pushing and shoving going on.
First and 10 from the OU 15-yard line.
First down and 10 at the Oklahoma 15. Boykin. Near side. Ball caught and out of bounds by Juwan Story, the sophomore.
Transfer from Florida, really starting to get integrated into the offense. They got him by scheme on that one. They had him on the backside of the formation by himself, one-on-one with Julian Wilson.
10th play of the drive that started at the TCU 30-yard line. 2nd and 4. Empty backfield for Boykin. Dancing, breaks contained. Flag on the play, and Boykin shot down inside the 10 by Eric Stryker.
And where that flag came from is likely a hold on the offense.
Holding. Offense. Number 64. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
It's big Matt Pryor. Yeah, there's where he's got a grasp. He's actually got both hands right there on the pads, working on the defender for Oklahoma.
Season high 9 penalties today for TCU. 2nd and 14. They have 1 timeout remaining. First down marker is around the 5. Boykin, quarterback draw. Bottled up. Turns a corner. Boykin. And he's close to the first down. Trevon Boykin making chicken salad on that play.
And it wasn't just his patience, his team stayed with him. And Aaron Green stayed with a block, and then late in the process of the play, finished the block, which allowed Boykin to get to the corner and turn upfield.
Twelve-minute formation offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
They've been running guys in and out of the huddle, or excuse me, in and out towards the line of scrimmage on this whole drive. And on this one, they got caught with 12 out there instead of 11. And a lot of it's been offensive linemen. As we see Doug Meacham, co-offensive coordinator, who actually calls the plays in collaboration with Sonny Cumbie, the quarterback's coach and co-offensive coordinator, who's upstairs in the booth.
3rd down and 9 of the 14. Aaron Green, the pistol back. Play fake. Boykin in the end zone. And incomplete. Ty Slanina, the intended receiver, came out of his break a little late.
He's well covered. Did you see the coverage by Quentin Hayes, number 10? He took him off of the route because he was trying to get back to the corner of the end zone because they had run a little smash with a flag concept behind it, flag route concept, and Hayes took that away.
So that brings on Jaden Oberchrome, who last week against SMU was 0 for 2. His first misses of the season, this one from 31 yards away. And he nails it. TCU settles for the field goal. 1:39 to play in the first half. 24-21. Great school, TCU. Beautiful campus. About 10,000 students. And from what I read, 65% ladies.
I think that helps Coach P and his staff in recruiting, because I'm pretty sure that stat comes up.
So Oklahoma will have it at the 25. Fox College Football Game of the Week presented by Geico. Here's Trevor Knight. As you look at his numbers, 180 passing yards and a touchdown. 75-yard strike to Sterling Shepard.
P. Ryan, the 2 short touchdown runs.
You get the feeling P. Ryan's just getting warmed up.
Well, you know, you've talked about this in a number of games we've done. It's those body blows early that leads to him cracking things open later. Will he continue to get the ball like that and continue to have that opportunity? And remember, the biggest throws Trevor Knight's made in this first half have been on first down.
Alex Ross in the game at running back now. Here's Knight throwing on first down, sets up a screen looking for Ross.
That's really well covered there. Davion Pearson, the defensive tackle. He noticed what Ross was doing and attached himself to him and was running down the line of scrimmage with Ross.
Second and 10. Trevor Knight wants to run it. All sorts of room. Knight dives forward, gets to the 41. After the 16-yard run, Derek Kindred with the tackle. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, Rob and the guys will take you around the world of college footballs. Upsets already. Now Knight lines up. Incomplete. No flag on the play. Shepard, the intended receiver. Kevin White right there defensively for the Horned Frogs.
He got there at the perfect time, or maybe a little ahead, but he drew no flag.
24-21. TCU got off to a great start, 14-zip, but Oklahoma reeled him in. 2nd and 10. Alex Ross remains in the game at running back. Knight, near side, Blake Bell with the catch. And the bell goes it. Leans forward. And he's close to the first down. Kevin White, Paul Dawson combining on the tackle. Knight to Ross, and first down for Alex Ross as Chris Hackett comes up and makes the hit after the 5-yard gain.
And they've got Shepard on the backside of the formation, all the receivers to the left side of your screen. Shepard by himself down here. If they want a one-on-one shot, they've got it in the sideline.
Each team with a timeout remaining. Knight out of the pocket now, and he'll just get rid of it.
That's incomplete. That one intended for Bell.
If you're going to get rid of it where the safety doesn't possibly have a play on it. Make sure no one's got a play. That was a little too close for comfort. I'm sure he'll hear about that in the quarterback room when he watches the tape. He did the right thing, but boy, don't give him a chance.
Big game Bob, 54 years old, 16th year at Oklahoma. 2nd and 10 at the 45. Knight going for the home run. Incomplete. Deron Neal.
Another well-thrown ball. Neal's got a chance and is contested by Ranthony Tejada, and I'd have to take a look at that one because it seems to me he's catching it, fighting for it, and feet are coming down inbounds. If I'm Oklahoma, I'd want to look at that one.
The ruling on the field was an incomplete pass. The previous play is under further review.
Tejada contested the play. Watch, 11, he contests it, but Neal comes down with it. See, there's Tejada with a hand involved, but the hand goes away. Neal has it, and look at the feet. In. Completes the process of the catch. This will be interesting to see what the ruling is on it because, yeah, I think that this is a completed pass for Oklahoma.
Our Mike Pereira has joined us. Mike, your thoughts on this play?
I'm with Charles here. Here's the thing. You got to focus on the right hand with control because the feet, the one foot does get down. Now, there's a little bobble early, but the right foot comes down inbounds. Right hand stays on the ball, and then he maintains control when he hits the ground. I really believe you have to reverse this to a catch.
Thanks, Mike. I can't wait to see what the ultimate ruling is, and I'm glad they're taking a look at it because I believe it's the right thing to do. But the concentration for Neal, we saw him 2 weeks ago at West Virginia with a few drops in that game. And they talked to him, they always said he had good hands, but that night they were a little bit shaky. That catch, not at all. Terrific concentration, hauling that one in, being contested by Ranthony Tejada.
After further review, the receiver had control of the football, got a foot down inbounds. It's 1st and goal at the 4-yard line on the left hash.
That's a 41-yard gain.
On the snap.
Bob Stoops will take it.
Well, he reacted there like he checked it up on the green, was putting for birdie.
1st down and goal at the 4. Alex Ross in the backfield with Knight. Here's Knight to throw it, and Knight sacked. What a great job, Ranthony Tejada.
This is who, he's at the top of, to the left of your screen. He was over Deron Neal, and he came up what they call a corner or a cat blitz and got to Trevor Knight. Knight's got to get rid of the football. He's got to recognize that, throw it the general direction of the receiver, but over the sideline if he can't get a possible completion. He took a sack there that he really needed, that he really could not afford to take.
Oklahoma uses its final timeout with 11 seconds to go.
The beauty for Trevor Knight, they're nowhere close to being out of field goal position, but it changes your play call here for a possible shot at a touchdown. I think they probably get one more play here and then have to, if they don't get what they need, it's a touchdown. They have to kick the field goal.
Josh Heupel knows that one thing they can't do is take a sack.
I mean, for them, it just changed the whole play calling there. If he throws the ball away when he sees the blitz, they're still down in there, and it changes what you're going to do on the call. Now, you got to go to something deeper if you're going to try and throw it to the end zone.
Second down and goal at the 15. Here's Knight in the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Shepard. With 5 seconds to go, they'll quickly get the field goal unit onto the field as Michael Honeycutt trots out.
Good coverage by Kevin White, number 25. It made it difficult to complete the pass, and he'll break it up.
Remember what the halftime score was in Morgantown 2 weeks ago?
If he makes this, I think we have the same one, don't we?
And we do. Into the first half. Oklahoma, TCU tied at 24. We send you now to the AT&T Fox College Football halftime. Here's Rob Stone.
Gus Charles.
Welcome back to Fort Worth, and this is Fox College Football and our game of the week presented by Geico. Our halftime score, Oklahoma, the 4th-ranked team in the nation, facing TCU. We're tied up at 24 apiece. Gus Johnson along with Charles Davis. What a first half. A lot of ebbs and flows.
Really were, and TCU came out not intimidated at all, excited about the challenge, jumped up, but then Oklahoma showed their championship pedigree and experience, kept coming back at them. And what a first half in terms of big plays. So let's give you 3 things that we learned in the first half. That's what you need to know. The Frogs jumped to an early 14-0 lead, came right at them. What has been missing in TCU offense? They've got it now. And then the Sooners coming back, Sterling Shepard. Big strikes downfield from Trevor Knight, the quarterback, and the half ends up tied up as they kept throwing blows at each other. And Oklahoma got the last big one in with a tremendous catch by Deron Neal, led to a tie game. And now here are the first half stats brought to you by Geico. Look at the offensive plays. TCU with their new up-tempo offense, 50 plays in the first half. Total yardage pretty even. Third down conversion, 7-11 for TCU. That's another big reason they're in this game where they are. And the takeaways, Oklahoma had 1, got 7 points off of it. Both of them live off of that with their defenses.
Big first half for Sterling Shepard. 3 catches, 165 yards, including that 75-yard touchdown. And remember, when Oklahoma, we were there, played West Virginia, similar scenario heading into the second half, and the Sooners used special teams to really turn the game around. That Alex Ross 100-yard touchdown. A big play in that game. So they'll run it. Here's Alex Ross. And he'll stumble forward and get to the 21. Let's go down to Molly McGrath.
Thanks, Gus. TCU's Gary Patterson was very frustrated at the half. He said that former Texas Tech quarterback Baker Mayfield is on OU sidelines, giving them TCU's play signals. The Horned Frogs are trying to be more careful with their play cards because Mayfield is acting as a spy on the Sooner sidelines. I asked Bob Stoops if Mayfield is helping them out with TCU's plays. He said, no, he helped us earlier in the week. Gus?
And that was discussed during the week, Molly, about Baker Mayfield sitting in meetings, working with the offensive coordinators, Josh Heupel and Jay Norvell, and the quarterbacks, talk about what they're seeing and the reads that they would be seeing coming from that offense. So, not a real surprise.
And they'll swing this one out to the far side to Deron Neal. And Neal gets close to the first down. Looks like he has it as Marcus Mallett brings him down. In the second half against West Virginia, Oklahoma went to Samaje Perine, and he really broke the game open with his runs.
Neal's catch right at the end of the half, tremendous, set up the tying field goal. Would not be surprised to see him have a real effect on the game here in the second half. How about that first catch and run? When he catches it, he turns into a running back, which he played in high school and prep school.
First down at 10 of the 30. Perine, this time he is hit in the backfield. Nicely done by Josh Caraway.
And the play was made by number 17, Sam Carter. Watch him force the play. He comes upfield and makes Perine stop his feet in the backfield, which allowed Caraway and then Davion Pearson to finish him off. Sam Carter plays safety at 6'1", 215. Came to TCU as a quarterback. Now he commands everything from his deep safety position.
Oklahoma has scored a touchdown on its first possession of the second half in all 4 games this year. 2nd and 12. Play fake. Knight to the sideline and incomplete. A.J. Young, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Good coverage again by Kevin White on the corner. He had K.J. Young occupied for so long that when it was time to break back to the ball, it was too late. And Knight threw it a little bit low anyway.
Third down and 12. They need to go to the 40 for a first down. Trevor Knight reversing. Knight turns a corner. Wants to run. Knight still on his feet. Looking for a block. He has a first down and more. 18-yard gain.
How about the vision of Trevor Knight, seeing where the openings are? And as we talked about in the beginning of the game, this is not the ideal that Oklahoma had in mind. And the ball almost popped free on the tackle before Knight got it again. They really don't want him doing this much running. But I think the way this game has gone is dictated that he has to become part of the offense with his legs, as well as being a distributor with his arms.
6 carries, 45 yards. First down and 10. Perine. And Samaje Perine. What a stiff arm. And out of bounds. Inside the 40. Samaje Perine picks up 15.
You hear all the comparisons that have started with him. You hear the Earl Campbell comparison, right? I heard Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch didn't run it the way Perine ran it at Cal. Lynch was much more of a slasher and a jump cutter. A guy that I think maybe he looks like to me played in the old Big 8, John Riggins. Good feet, and then when he gets going north and south, he runs right over you.
First down at the 39. Here's Knight. Firing far side, incomplete. Deron Neal, the intended receiver, and a flag on the play.
And really a good penalty by Tejada because Neal beat him on the route and he reached out and grabbed him.
Holding. Defense, number 11. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
Top of your screen, number 5 in white, 11 in black. You see he beat him on the faked the post and went back outside. Tejada reached around and grabbed him around the waist. See, I like that in a defensive back. You look incredulous even when you did do it. You know, like what how can you call that?
It wasn't me.
Come on, man. Come on, ref. Get with it.
10th penalty versus the Horned Frogs. First down at the 29. Opening drive in the second half for OU. Wow.
That's what they talk about when they, you know that term, put his foot in the ground and accelerate it. And Paul Dawson was up for the challenge, number 47. Force on force.
Paul Dawson, 6'2", 230. P-Ryan, some field that at 5'11", he may be 250, listed at 243. Second and 8. P-Ryan again. Ooh, another broken tackle. Samaje P-Ryan gets to the 24. And this is what happened in the second half against West Virginia.
And what Molly McGrath told us in our private meetings, that she's talked with Samaje P-Ryan. She talked with him this week, and hope she doesn't mind me bringing this out. Samaje told her that he loves being the guy to initiate the contact, to initiate the collisions. You know, the old wants to be the hammer, not the nail, and that's what gets him going.
Third down and 6 after that 2-yard gain. Knight wants to run again. Trevor Knight, first down at the 15. Josh Caraway hauls him down, but he gains 10.
Yeah, things have changed for Oklahoma in this ball game. Trevor Knight, want him to be the distributor, need to keep him upright. I think they're a little uncertain about what's behind him, and Cody Thomas, a redshirt freshman who hasn't had very many snaps. But this game, by the way TCU is defended, has dictated Trevor Knight expanding his game with his legs.
Play fake in the end zone. Shepard. Incomplete. Kevin White covering.
See, last year in this game, one of the corners for TCU was Jason Verrett. And he was a first-round pick of the San Diego Chargers. So essentially, whoever he was covering really wasn't in the game. Tonight, Kevin White is supposed to be Jason Verrett. And he's accepting the challenge that Oklahoma's giving him because they're not shying away from him, as most teams did with Verrett last season.
10th play of the drive that started at the OU 20. Second and 10. Knight, quarterback draw with blockers, gets outside, almost lost it, but falls on it at the 6.
Second time this drive, the ball's come free on Trevor Knight. The first time, it got popped and he bobbled it and caught it in the air. This time, he lost it on his own. That looked to be his thigh or his knee while he was making the move, popping the ball free.
Trevor Knight, I tell you what, running the ball this way, they may need to go back to the wishbone. Thomas Lott.
Jamel Holloway. Julius Caesar Watts.
That's right, J.C. Watts.
I mean, Dean Blevins is still in the local market there in Oklahoma as a reporter. He was a quarterback for them. Troy Aikman didn't really run much of that. They changed the offense for Troy before he moved on to UCLA.
Things worked out pretty well for this
I think it worked out fine. I think that worked out just fine. There's Chucky Hunter, the big defensive tackle. All Big 12 for TCU. Last guy I'll mention, you remember Jack Mildren? Ran the wishbone for Oklahoma, later became lieutenant governor. So, you know, they always talk about in that state is head coach, quarterback, then governor.
Third down and 2, big third down for Oklahoma at the 17. P-Ryan, the deep back. They'll give it to him. Breaks it back, first down, touchdown. I know he doesn't like it, but we got to call him the tank.
And Marcus Mallett, number 54, has the first shot at him in the hole. Here's Mallett, the linebacker, as P. Ryan bends it back. Right there in the hole, he meets it. got a chance to get him. Doesn't get all of him. Not nearly enough. And then he runs right on through for number 90, Terrell Lathan.
Third touchdown rushing of the day for the true freshman Samaje Perine, and Oklahoma scores again on the opening drive of the second half. The Sooners taking their first lead of the game, and Josh Heupel says it's about to get physical. Fox College Football is sponsored by the Lincoln Motor Company and the first ever MKC. By New York Life Insurance Company. And by the Cree LED bulb, the biggest thing since the light bulb. Welcome back. Samaje Perine now with 3 rushing touchdowns. 31-24 Oklahoma. And let's take a look at what happened a couple of weeks ago when the Tank headed to Morgantown.
4th most rush yards by a freshman in Oklahoma history with 242 that night. 4 touchdowns. But you know what I remember most was that last drive when they put it away, when it felt like he carried it on every snap and just ended up in the end zone and just essentially broke them at the end of the game.
7 touchdowns in the last 2 games. B.J. Catalan brings it out of the end zone. Catalan running. Very good return as he crosses the 25, gets to the 27. Let's go to Greg Wolf in the studio for Lowe's Never Stop Improving Game Break.
All right, thanks. Let's check into Tallahassee. And after a sluggish first half, #1 Florida State beginning to impose their will. Isaiah Robinson stripped. Number 5, not Jameis Winston, the other number 5. Reggie Northrup, junior linebacker, doing his Jameis impersonation. Fumble recovery, scores. It's 30-3. Knowles over Wake Forest. Back to you guys.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. TCU takes over at their own 27. Let's see how the Horned Frogs respond. They're down for the first time in this game. Trevon Boykin. He'll keep it. Boykin gets to the 30. Still on the move. Out of bounds at the 35.
Seven-yard gain. We're in the 2nd and 3.
Pickup of 7, 2nd and 3. Grissom looking like he wants to go. Here's Boykin. Fires a missile incomplete, intended for Deontay Gray.
Think he had a little effect there?
Think he did.
Just what you called. Looked like he wanted to come towards the quarterback. He did. And Boykin double clutched before he threw the football and was a little off target.
3rd and 3. Boykin option, keeps it. He'll fall forward. Alexander with the tackle, but a first down. And that should be a good confidence builder for this TCU football team.
They needed a settler after the drive by Oklahoma, something to get them back. Okay, let their defense rest a little bit. Pick up a first down, obviously. More than that would be great, but at least get themselves settled again as the second half started. Not allow Oklahoma to just have a full-on blitz towards them.
First down at the 38. Lisenby in motion. Boykin. And almost picked off by Alexander.
This is a well-coached Oklahoma defense, and they have scouted this well because watch Lisenby here. They want all the flow go here, and then they're going to bring it back this way. But watch Oklahoma not fall for it. They read their keys, stayed with it, and almost came up with a game-changing interception by Dominique Alexander.
Charles Tapper getting a fingertip on the football. 2nd and 10 at the 38. And Boykin with time. Boykin delivers. Oh, incomplete. Lisenby would love to have that one back.
Yeah, that was the classic. He was trying to move before he hauled the ball in. Watch, ball hits his hands. Watch his body as he's starting to see how he's starting to turn already. Did not secure the catch before moving. If he secures the catch, they've moved the chains.
3rd down and 10.
Could come right back to him.
This boy can look at that way. He's got him. Nice move after the catch. First down at the 41. Colby Lisenby, a 20-yard gain.
Cat blitz right there. Julian Wilson. And there, Hatari Bird, number 4, who has to come over and become the cover guy. Doesn't get there in time. Boykin reads it.
You called it, Parker. First down at 10 at the 42. Listen, 3 catches for 53 yards.
Substitution infraction, defense, 12 men, 5-yard penalty, first down.
See, it happens a lot. Most of these infractions typically happen when you're rotating defensive linemen in and out of the game. It takes longer for them to get off the field, and that's when infractions occur.
First down and 5, diamond formation. Catalan, the deep man. They give it to him. Catalan. About a yard and a half short of the first down. Matthew Romar with the tackle.
See, this is what TCU's been waiting for in their 3 years now, 3rd year into the Big 12. An offense to complement their always salty defense. Look at the splits.
2nd and 1. Catalan again. First down. B.J. Catalan has led TCU in rushing each of the last 2 seasons.
Look at the gap in here and here, and all they're doing is creating natural running creases, because earlier in the game when they did that, what did they do? They threw the football. So that was their counter to that.
Boykin looking. Story. Incomplete for Jawan Story.
All that coverage by Julian Wilson. He was beat on the play, but he didn't panic in the coverage. Watch at the end. Watch number 2. He sees it, feels it, and then he goes up between the hands and doesn't give up on the play and knocks it away.
2nd and 10. Boykin. Over the middle. Touchdown, Deontay Gray. 29 yards. Uh-oh, folks. We got ourselves a game in the Lone Star State. Overchrome in for the extra point. Bang! 31-31. TCU answering. Horn Frog say, let's play ball. Fox College Football is sponsored by Smith & Forge Hard Cider. Built from apples, built to refresh, made strong. And welcome back. The game drive summary, 10 plays, 73 yards. Gray with the 29-yard touchdown catch. Boykin just playing lights-out football this entire season.
And it shows the evolution of Gary Patterson as a head coach. Did not have offense in the first 2 years in the Big 12. He came around and said, give me some offense to help my usual excellent defense.
Overchrome sends Deswin out of the end zone. But here comes that young man, Samaje Perine. We said he was just getting warmed up. The second half is usually his half. We'll see if it continues next.
Coming into this week, here were the top 5 in the AP. Auburn at number 5, LSU tonight. Oklahoma, you're watching right now. Alabama at Ole Miss. And they were winning last. I saw Oregon went down Thursday night at home against Arizona. And Florida State having their way with Wake Forest right now. But boy, what a week it's been already. Teams that have lost. Oregon, we mentioned. Texas A&M lost today. And BYU lost Friday night.
Alex Ross in the game at running back. And he'll run it on first down on the last drive, the scoring drive for OU. It accounted for 80 yards, 60 yards rushing, 10 yards passing, and 10 yards in penalties.
Oklahoma trying to share the load with the running backs. Alex Ross getting this series to begin after P. Ryan finished off the last one.
2nd and 10. Knight under pressure. Knight out of the pocket and a step out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. So that'll bring 3rd down and long for Oklahoma.
These elusive quarterbacks drive you crazy as a defender. Paul Dawson thought he had him dead to rights in the backfield. And Knight skipped around him and hot-footed him towards the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 10. Knight looking. Blake Bell falls down. They throw it in that direction and right out of bounds. And Oklahoma will have to punt.
They rotated. TCU did. You see Trevor Knight come off the field a little gimpy. But they rotated to what they call cover 1, which is man coverage with a free safety in the middle. And the Oklahoma receivers could not win against the man coverage downfield of TCU.
Cameron Eccles-Looper at his own 30. End-over-end kick. And it will be downed at the 38. So coming up, Trevon Boykin. He's been wonderful today. Back on the field to lead the Horned Frogs on offense. And remember, folks, coming up after our game, stay tuned to see Cody Kessler and the 16th-ranked USC Trojans take on the Arizona State Sun Devils right here on Fox. Steve Sarkisian, the coach at SC, trying to get his team going in his first year. Big win at Stanford, then they turn around and fall at Boston College. 1st down and 10 at the 39. Here's Boykin. Looking. What time? To the sideline. That might be the best throw I've seen all season. What a throw. Listenby with the catch. But he threw that one all the way across the field.
Backside hash mark all the way to the opposite sideline before Julian Wills could get there. And Listenby, good field presence, gets the foot down.
Now they go to the opposite side. Dotson.
This is what Gary Patterson envisioned when he made the evolution to this offense and what he was doing. Tired of seeing his defense hang in there and offense unable to score points in the high-flying Big 12. Made the move with coordinators and the quarterback.
2nd and 4. And this time it's Catalan! Flag on the play, though.
Holding. Offense. Number 77. 10-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
And that's Oklahoma native Jamel Nath. Will be in here at guard. Working on the nose tackle for Oklahoma. He rides him to the ground, and I'm not sure. That doesn't feel like a hold to me. I know he probably got outside of the framework, and then his hands worked back inside, but that's what the official saw and threw the flag.
2nd and 14.
See, that was that letdown that led him to another penalty.
False start. Offense. Number 59. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
You know, partner, touchdown, euphoria, penalty, letdown. You lose concentration a little bit. For Boulanger, the left tackle gets the penalty. See, we know Gary Patterson, great guy. Right there, that's Coach P.
Different man.
Coach P goes to work on the weekends.
2nd and 19 at the 45. Boykin rolls out, gets free, across his body, and caught by Lisenby. Wow, this kid is an athlete. Trevon Boykin.
So there was Quentin Hayes on the safety blitz who couldn't get him down. And then he breaks all the rules and throws back against his body to the middle of the field successfully.
Gain 15, 3rd down and 4 at the 30. Aaron Green in at tailback. They give it to him, looking for the first down, and he has it. Right now, this TCU offense just leaning heavily on the Oklahoma defense.
And this feels like a shot play time right here, Gus. Where Trevell Boykin takes a shot downfield at the Oklahoma secondary.
Story, the receiver at the bottom of your screen. He's a big kid, 6'4". Grissom showing blitz. Boykin in trouble. Boykin breaks free. Boykin gets outside and out of bounds. Avoiding a loss.
Was that Dominique Alexander he shook, #1? The excellent linebacker for Oklahoma. Even when you do things right, we said that about P-Ryan. Do things right, he still makes it wrong for you. The same thing just happened to Oklahoma there. They had the right call on the pressure, and Boykin got away from it.
DJ Catalan back in the game at running back. Gray in motion. Boykin throws on the run to Gray. Gray out of bounds at the 20. Deontay Gray, multi-dimensional player, spent some time at cornerback last year, replaced the All-American Jason Verrett in the starting lineup against Iowa State and did not allow a catch. 3rd and 5. Now it's Catalan. Brings up 4th down. Horned Frogs need a yard.
Get Oklahoma to take a timeout, I believe.
2:23 to play, 3rd quarter. 31 apiece. TCU knocking on the door. Welcome back. 31-31, 2:23 to play. Here in the 3rd. Horned Frogs faced with a 4th down and 1 at the Oklahoma 15.
And again, the evolution of Gary Patterson as a head coach. With his defense, he always would have gone, you know something, kick the field goal, we'll play. But now you notice he gave them 4-down territory there. They can line right up to go for it. Loves having an offense he can rely on to complement his defense. It looks like he changed up, didn't he?
Yes, he went back to old school Coach P as Oberchrome.
Well, I think they thought they had him on the run and then had to change up after the timeout.
This one from 32 yards away for Jaden Oberchrome. He's already nailed a 31-yarder in this game. And he missed it. And let's see what kind of effect that miss will have on this game as it proceeds with Gary Patterson and some of his decisions.
You did mention earlier, Oberchrome missed 2 field goals against SMU, correct? Now he's missed this one here in a key situation. As you said, let's see what kind of effect it has on what Gary Patterson tells his offense and what latitude he will give them going forward. Maybe the next time after a timeout, it's not the field goal. They still go for it.
So Oklahoma back on the field at the 20-yard line. Samaje Perine returns. 15 carries, 57 yards, 3 touchdowns. Knight. And that one thrown high. Deron Neal, the closest man to the football.
When I was playing, our defensive coordinator used to treat missed field goals. He used to call that just like a turnover, sudden change. What are we going to do, defense? Let's get out there and slow things down, stop them, change the momentum, because typically you miss a field goal, there's a deflating effect on your team. He always wanted us to make sure that didn't happen on the defense. Gary Patterson's the same way.
Knight, slant, Shepard gets to the 30. Looks like he has a first down. Sterling Shepard just having a monster game, and he wears the same jersey number 3 as his late father Derek, who lettered at wide receiver for Oklahoma from 1983 to 86.
Already eclipsed all of his father's numbers career-wise. They've known Sterling Shepard since he was a lad, and they're proud to have him in the program following his father.
First down and 10.
You know, we haven't talked much today about this big, monstrous offensive line of Oklahoma that had such an effect on West Virginia. This game's been played differently than what we saw 2 weeks ago. But I wonder if now is the time of the game when they're going to rely on these Bears. Ty Darlington, the center, 56. Adam Shedd, 74, the left guard. And they hunker down and try and create some creases for Perine.
2nd and 8. Knight, incomplete.
Is that tipped? Is it whistled through? A lot of hands. Let's see.
Yes, it was.
Right there. Who was that crossing? Was that Chris Hackett, number 1? Yes. Hackett coming across formation to knock it away.
Big moment here for the TCU defense after they missed the field goal to get off the field in this situation. 3rd and 8. Knight firing. Neal incomplete. And Oklahoma will have to punt it away.
They missed an opportunity there because it appeared that the coverage men bumped each other off of the route, and Neal sprang out of it. Watch here in this stack. Neal 5, see? 17 and 11 collide. And he missed on the throw.
Jed Barnett inside his own 20. And fair caught at the 24. Let's go to Los Angeles for a game break.
All right, thanks. Let's check in Austin, Texas. Baylor's potent offense has been awfully quiet today, but not anymore. Bryce Petty finds Antoine Goodley 30-yard score. Bears would add another touchdown. Number 7 Baylor leads Texas 21-0 fourth quarter. Gus, Charles, back to you.
We haven't seen that game, but I bet I know what's going on. Texas has fought and hung in there as long as they can. Defensively, eventually you wear out when you're not getting the support of the offense.
First down and 10 at the 24-yard line. 48 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Trevon Boykin looking, listening, right through his hands. No flag. Julian Wilson covering.
Remember earlier in the game when Wilson ran into Listenby and got a penalty? Let's see if he's patient here. See how he stays on him, hovers, waits, and goes and makes a play. It's very close to getting a call because I think they could have said he was there a little bit early, but they have let them play downfield all game.
2nd and 10, option. Boykin keeps it. And Boykin ridden down by Jordan Phillips. And Dulaway also in on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5. Now for Oklahoma defensively. Getting off the field would be a nice victory here.
And you got to keep an eye on Deontay Gray, number 20, here in the slot. They haven't hit him with that tunnel screen yet today. Oklahoma's defended it well.
Here's the pump for Boykin. Boykin looking for Linsett. And incomplete. Ahmad Thomas coming over from his safety spot to cover. And that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. What a quarter it has been. What a game. 31 apiece. Back after this. Welcome back to the Fox College Football Game of the Week, presented by Geico. Boy, folks, we've had a good one. 14 apiece at the end of the 1st quarter, 24 apiece at halftime, 31 apiece at the end of the 3rd.
So what we've learned there is you win a quarter, you win the game. And that's what it comes down to. Ties all the way through. As we look at the game summary, Trevon Boykin, as you pointed out, has had quite the afternoon. 12 penalties for TCU, a season high. That happens a lot when you play better opponents. And they force you into some errors.
TCU punting it away. And out of bounds at the 37, a 33-yard punt. Will stay right here. That one may have gone off the side of the foot of Ethan Perry.
No doubt about that one. Did you notice Coach Patterson came down, looked at him, and didn't say anything? Held himself in check there. But that boy, you know, as a defensive coach, he's on the headset right now. We got to work with these punters now. You got to help us with field position. It's a tough one by Ethan Perry.
After the last series, Trevor Knight limped off the field. Looks like he's okay. Knight, 8 of 21, 250 yards and a touchdown. He's had a knack for the big plays in this game. From the 38, 1st down. Knight. And that one thrown behind K.J. Young.
And his accuracy is declining as the game goes on. What is he now? 8 for 22, I believe, throwing the ball for the game. The yardages come in chunks, but the consistency throwing the ball has not been there as we've moved along.
2nd and 10. Knight sets up a screen. P-Ryan. And P-Ryan knocked out of bounds at the 45 by Chris Hackett.
Best move Hackett can make there. You notice he went as low as he could on P-Ryan. Otherwise, P-Ryan's feeding him his pads in the open field, going straight ahead.
3rd down and 2. Blake Bell lines up in the backfield as a fullback with P-Ryan. P-Ryan in motion. Knight. Oh! Picked off! Dawson! What a play! Paul Dawson! Touchdown, home front! Woo!
Okay, Paul Dawson right here. Watch him read the play. Stay with the eyes of the quarterback. Delayed rush, and what a catch as Paul Dawson takes it and goes the other way. He was a high school wide receiver.
And the extra point. Blocked. Sanchez going for two. And he's in. What a weird turn of events to start the fourth quarter. The interception first by Paul Dawson. TCU going up, but Oklahoma making plays on special teams. 37-33, and we're just getting started in the fourth. Fox College Football is sponsored by Mazda and the Mazda 6. By DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you gotta get DirecTV. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. 37-33, our score. And this fourth quarter has started with a bang. Paul Dawson with the interception, pick six. And then the blocked extra point. Zach Sanchez takes it in for two. And for Oberchrome, after 100 PATs in a row, he finally has one blocked.
Jordan Phillips, number 80, is the one who got it. He lined up over the center, and you know you cannot hit the center in an extra point field goal punt deal until 1 second has passed. But what he did is he slid by him, went through the gap, and made the block, and Sanchez picked it up and went the distance.
Oberchrome kicking away. Line drive. Trying to keep it out of Alex Ross's hands. Ball picked up at the 25. And downed at the 30. Let's go to Los Angeles for a game break.
All right, guys, we love our college football, but we also got playoff baseball underway on Fox Sports 1. Giants-Nats, Game 2 NLDS, Anthony Rendon. 2-out RBI single to make it 1-0 Nats. That's where it stands. Bottom of the fourth as the Nats try and even the series with the Giants at a game apiece. Gus, Charles, back to you.
Not easy keeping up with the Giants. They know what the deal is in October, and since 2010, they've won the World Series, if I'm not mistaken. In 2010, 2012, it's an even year. Could it be the Giants again?
Right now, Trevor Knight has a football at his own 31, the fourth-ranked team in the country in a dogfight. Knight under pressure and dumps it out of play. He threw that one in the stands and a flag.
And it was in the coverage area of Kevin White, 25, and Sterling Shepard, 3. Deep downfield.
There is no foul on the play. The ball was uncatchable. Second down.
I mean, that's the first thought that hit me. They're throwing flags, but he threw it up into the 8th row. I didn't know that there was any play to be made there, so flags got picked up as was explained to us by Mike Deefy, our referee.
Second and 10. Knight off his back foot. Right now, that ball is sailing high on him a whole lot, Charles.
You mentioned the injury a little while ago. Could that have an effect as he's not able to plant and drive? I'm looking for something that's changed his accuracy as this game has gone on. Because just what you noted, the last few throws have all been high and away.
He's 9 of 26. 258 yards. Third down and 10 to the 31. They need to go to the 41 for a first down. Knight steps up and sacked. Davion Pearson lowering the boom. And they are starting to believe in Fort Worth.
But when you have that much time and you can't throw the ball and a sack occurs, you can look downfield and find out why. Where does he throw it? Tejada, number 11 on Neal, 5. Carter, 17 on Piron, 32. And finally, Davion Pearson gets to the quarterback.
Sixth punt for Barnett. High spiraling kick. And this one will be returned by Echols Looper. A 49-yard punt and a 6-yard return. Coming up, the TCU offense with the ball and the lead, 37-33. Welcome back. First down and 10 at the 31 here in Fort Worth, Texas. The TCU Horned Frogs leading the 4th-ranked team in the nation, the Oklahoma Sooners. One reason, it's been a career day for their star quarterback, Trevon Boykin. He's thrown for 318 yards, rushed for 65 yards, so he has a career high 383 all-purpose yards. Second down and 8. And the ball loose. And Boykin jumped on it.
They always talk about winning on 3rd down. Well, how do you win on 3rd down? You set yourself up on 1st or 2nd down. And TCU just gave Oklahoma a big opening on 3rd down to win. 3rd and almost 12.
Let's see if OU brings pressure. Boykin dances out of the pocket. Tried to square his shoulders. And goes out of bounds as he crosses the 35.
What a huge series for the Oklahoma team, because the defense, with an opportunity for TCU to really put a hammerlock on things, the defense got off the field and gets to turn the ball over back to their offense.
Ethan Perry, though, shanked his last punt. Gary Patterson needs a better delivery from his punter.
If he took the look that Coach P gave him back out onto the field here, he won't shank this one.
Oh, beautiful punt. And it will be fair caught at the 12. A 50-yard punt for Ethan Perry. 37-33 our score. OU with the ball after this.
Handoff, Williams running left side, has a hole, watch out, forget about 5, touchdown shooter. Handoff play, runs left, cuts up the middle, hands room to the 40, it's a race for the end zone, 10, 5, touchdown Sooners!
Very competitive matchups between these two teams over the last couple of years. First down and 10 of the 13 for Oklahoma. Perine. And Perine picks up a first down as he gets to the 24. Defenders just bouncing off him.
He may be a freshman, but I think he's got to take on the mantle of being a senior right now. Trevor Knight's inaccuracy down the stretch, I think, puts the game in the hands of Perine right now for the offense. Offensive line, tight end, and Perine carrying the football.
Knight, 3 for 13 in the second half. Perine gets outside, lowers the shoulder. Dawson with the tackle, but Samaje Perine gaining about 5.
To the first half, 6 of 13. Tremendous yardage. Second half, he's half of that. Completions, same number of attempts. Negligible yardage.
2nd and 5. Perine. Marcus Mallett defensively. That'll bring up a 3rd down. A massive 3rd down for Oklahoma. Sooners need 2.
I don't think they can go this entire drive without Knight hitting some passes. But the bulk of it will be, I believe, number 32 carrying it. And that offensive line, can they get push?
Now Blake Bell lining up in the backfield with Knight and Samaje Perine. Here's Trevor Knight.
Prior to the snap, delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, third down.
I don't know if the call's coming in late. I don't know if Trevor Knight just lost track of the play clock. But 3rd and 2 changes your whole play call when you have to go to 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7 at the 27.
Now it's back in Trevor Knight's hands.
Knight steps into his throw and puts it on the money. 1st down, Sterling Shepard. As Trevor Knight goes back to his bread and butter receiver.
And when they needed it, he stepped up, stepped into the throw, and delivered it accurately. He shook off all the past misses and made the play that they absolutely had to have.
Sooners pick up 12. 5 catches, 187 yards, and a touchdown for Sterling Shepard. It's a career high in yardage. 1st down and 10. Perine gobbled up behind the line of scrimmage by Paul Dawson.
Dawson comes from the linebacker spot. Remember the interception? He read that one. This one he reads it as a running play. The hole opens and he goes and meets Perine right at the point of attack.
No gain, 2nd and 10. And a timeout by OU. Sooners offense dazed and confused. Under 8 to go. Fox College Football is sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Here's to a one-of-a-kind season. Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind. And here is today's Stat Tracker brought to you by Domino's.
Trevon Boykin, the quarterback for TCU, a career day, throwing it and running it. Samaje Perine, the tank, 3 touchdowns on the ground. And Sterling Shepard, every catch he makes, big yardage.
They rise to their feet. Here in Fort Worth. 2nd and 10. Knight, Neal with the grab, but he goes down immediately at the 44. Sam Carter with the tackle. 3rd down and 5.
They're going to move Shepard into the slot.
Knight looks in his direction. Almost picked up by Marcus Mallett. It went right through his hands.
Well, they had it figured out, didn't they? In our time with Gary Patterson, all he talked about was we always will have someone over the top or underneath Sterling Shepard. Well, it hasn't worked all the time today. Shepard's created a number of big plays. But on that one, Marcus Mallett ran the route with him and nearly came up with a 2nd interception on the day for TCU.
Jed Barnett punting from the 30. Cameron Eccles-Looper back deep inside his own 15. Eccles-Looper allows it to go over his head and into the end zone for a touchback. This game was tied at 24 at halftime. Let's recap the second half.
OU came right out to start the second half. P. Ryan blasts into the end zone. But TCU, with their newfound offense, Deontay Gray goes in for a touchdown, and then later on, Paul Dawson, a high school and junior college wide receiver turned linebacker, pick six, and puts TCU ahead now, 37-33 as we go down the stretch.
Oklahoma with 1 timeout remaining. TCU has all 3 timeouts. They'll start from the 20. Boykin gets a block.
And loses it. Picked up. Oklahoma with the football.
Wow! Striker! And the first mistake of the day for Trevon Boykin. And what a tackle!
Looks like Quentin Hayes, the free safety, puts the shoulder into him, and Striker picks it up. I mean, in today's football, that's a textbook tackle. Head's not involved. Shoulder pad getting into the midsection of the runner. There's Mike Stoops, defensive coordinator. Another 4 takeaway by Oklahoma, and they needed it.
First down at 10 at the TCU 21. P-Ryan. And he is swarmed under. Davion Pearson leading the way. A loss of 3.
I think Josh Heupel understands that his quarterback has struggled in the second half. He wants to ride P. Ryan. Totally get that. He may have to change up a little bit on the early downs because TCU is just running to P. Ryan right now. May have to do a little play action and get away from it.
2nd and 13. Knight over the middle. Intercepted. Hackett. Blood in the water.
Here's Hackett. Watch him drop into the coverage here. And is able to make the play. Sees it all the way in front of him. And steps right into the path for the interception. And what has happened most of the second half with the balls that have been thrown by Trevor Knight, Gus? They've sailed enough a number of times. This one sailed a little bit past Sterling Shepard. Hackett was there to take it in.
2 turnovers in 3 plays. Horned Frogs with it at their own 34. Catalan, stutter step, gets through the hole. And he fumbles. Wow. Oklahoma says they have it. And they do. Gino Grissom on the bottom.
To the hands that were involved in the play. And that was hustle from the defensive line running down into the secondary to pop the ball free. And Ahmad Thomas, 13, was popping at it from the back. That's what they call running to the football. And Oklahoma gets another opportunity.
3 turnovers in 4 plays. First down at 10 at the TCU 46. So needless to say, Sterling Shepard catches it. Ball security may be a very important issue for the remainder of this game.
So far, it's kept both of them alive in a sense. TCU out ahead and Oklahoma in the game by forcing takeaways. And I like the first down call pass to keep it away from the running of a P. Ryan.
Here's P. Ryan. Marcus Mallett stops him.
See, I thought that Josh Heupel might have to change it up a little bit because TCU was so loaded up on 1st and 10 with Perine. With the way they've been going the last few drives, they had to change it up, and he did.
3rd down and 1. Perine again, 1st down and more.
Field goal won't be good enough. They're down 4.
It's been a week of upsets in college football. Oregon going down at home to Arizona. Texas A&M losing to Mississippi State today. Perine. Alabama in a dogfight with Ole Miss. And now the 4th-ranked team in the nation, the Oklahoma Sooners, with 1 timeout left, under 5 to play, down 37-33.
Perine off the field now. Alex Ross into the game for Oklahoma at running back.
Trevor Knight.
They're out of timeouts.
Oklahoma.
Wow. 4:14 to play in the 4th. Oklahoma out of timeouts.
Prior to the snap, timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 3rd and final timeout, 30 seconds.
(37-33), TCU 4:14 away from upsetting the 4th-ranked team in the nation, the Oklahoma Sooners. But OU with the football at the 27. 2nd and 6. Trevor Knight has been shaky in the 2nd half, but he's managed to make big plays in this game. No timeouts now for OU. Here's the run by Knight. And Knight shot down. He will not pick up the 1st down. Darren Kindred stopping it.
How about Oklahoma out of timeouts, trying to make their substitutions and get the right personnel in the game. Fortunate to get that play off before the play clock ran out.
Perine and Blake Bell back in.
And this is 4-down territory, guys. There's 2 plays if they don't get this one.
Shepard splits wide. He's at the top of your screen. Neal at the bottom. 3rd and 2. Knight keeps it. And he's close. Davion Pearson injured near the 30-yard line for TCU.
Crowd reacted because they swarmed Perine and met him in the backfield. But Knight pulled it on the option, and a good tackle by Anthony Tejada, number 11. As he gets near the unofficial 1st down line, the ball's behind it when he hits the turf.
Davion Pearson, Jr. from Oklahoma City. 6'2", 305.
And he's been their best interior defensive lineman this season. Well, we're at your favorite time again, partner. 4th and short.
That's a great sign as Davion is helped to his feet. Don't forget USC, Arizona State coming up after our game.
There's Leonard Williams, the All-American defensive lineman for USC, arriving at the stadium. Remember last year, Arizona State whacked USC in Tempe, leading to the loss of job for Lane Kiffin. It's good to see Davion walking off the field with a little bit of help. Here it is. Last time they did it, they went P-Ryan, power set, and put their eggs in that basket. Expect TCU to sell out and play man coverage.
4th down and 1. Knight's been good running the ball. Neal. P-Ryan! I don't think he got there. Marcus Mallett, and TCU has the ball.
First down.
Mallett, 54, through the gap. Submarines P-Ryan. The ball came free. Let's see, there's the hit. It came free after he was down. But Mallett, with the submarine play, finishes things off.
And after fumbling, B.J. Catalan, the happiest man on the field. But what a 4th down stance by the Horned Frogs.
Last time 4th and 1, if I remember, wasn't it P-Ryan running into the end zone to pick it up? This time, Mallett, who had missed him on a touchdown run earlier, gets his revenge.
The ruling on the field is that the runner was down short of the line to gain. The previous play is under further review.
Coach P's like, why are we reviewing that? We got a big-time stop. Look at Mallett, 54. First guy to meet P-Ryan. I don't think there's any question he didn't get where he needed to for the first down. This should be first down TCU going the other way. You see the unofficial line to gain would be the orange line or the yellow line, and the blue line would be line of scrimmage. He didn't get there. And any of the ball movement afterwards, that was long after the ball was down, and he was down by contact.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed short of the line.
Oklahoma came into Fort Worth 5-0 against TCU in their hometown. With 3:08 to go, OU out of timeouts. The TCU Horned Frogs have a chance to pull off one of the biggest upsets of the college football season.
Remember, you said ball security, correct? That's the only thing that can stop TCU now.
Green. One more look at how we got here.
OU started the second half with a fury, scoring the first touchdown, but TCU was undaunted. Deontay Gray with a touchdown catch, and then Paul Dawson showed his old wide receiver skills at the linebacker position and runs it in for TCU to give them their current advantage.
2nd and 7. Boykin. And he goes down at the 27-yard line. Gino Grissom with the tackle. 2:15 and counting. Brings up 3rd down and 5. A first down here.
First down here closes it out. You have to snap it right around the 140 mark. A little bit before that.
Green. And he goes down at the 30. Will not pick up the first down as Jordan Evans comes up and makes the hit. Let's go to Los Angeles and take a quick game break.
All right, thanks. Let's go to Oxford, Mississippi. Number 3, Alabama trailing Ole Miss 23-17. Final drive, Blake Sims to the end zone. Simquez Golden called an interception on review. and they storm the field in Oxford. The Rebels now 5-0 as they beat number 3 Alabama 23-17. Gus, Charles.
Number 2 goes down. Oregon to Arizona. Number 3 goes down. Alabama to Ole Miss. And now number 4 is a minute away because TCU has a 37-33 lead. Look at this.
Could there be a bigger day in a state than the state of Mississippi? I mean, you start Thursday with Oregon losing at home to Arizona. Alabama, as you noted, Gus, at Ole Miss just loses. Mississippi State wins at home against Texas A&M. Stanford on the road at Notre Dame, 17-14. Wisconsin, Northwestern puts together back-to-back weeks. And BYU loses not just a game against Utah State, but their quarterback, Taysom Hill, for the season with a broken ankle. They had designs on getting into that New Year's Day 6 bowl situation. Wow.
So 4th down and 2.
The punter, Ethan Perry, he came back with a good punt after the shank, didn't he?
Yes.
They need another one from him now, and they have to protect like crazy. If you're Oklahoma, this is where you rush the punter and leave one man deep.
But do not underestimate the dynamic skills of Sterling Shepard if he can get a chance. Ethan Perry punting from the 16. Gets it away. Shepard. And he goes down inside the 30. Great special teams coverage. Jonathan Anderson with the tackle on special teams with 51 seconds remaining and Oklahoma out of timeouts.
Well, the offense has come through for TCU. Can the old standard, the defense, make it stand up?
First down and 10 at the 29. Trevor Knight has done well, especially in the first half, with the long ball. Knight checks down Ross. And Ross stopped by Paul Dawson near the 35. Clock stops as he gets out of bounds with 45 seconds. Second and 4. Knight looking deep. Incomplete. Shepard, the intended receiver, Kevin White, right in his hip pocket.
I mean, that's first-rate coverage there. Pins him to the sideline and says, you have to go through my body to catch the football, and doesn't let that happen.
Third and 4. Knight runs it. Lost it. Goes down. Chucky Hunter with the tackle. Clock still running. 4th down. 20 seconds. Knight. Out of the pocket. Throws. Caught by Shepard. And Shepard goes down at the 45 with 7 seconds. Clock stops on a first down.
This one, he's got to probably spike it right here.
With 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious now. He's got to get back there and throw it to the end zone. What Oklahoma's going to do now, I'm sure, is put in any willowy type receivers. And Jeffrey Mead, number 15, a 6'6" freshman from Tulsa, is going to come into the game. 0 catches on the season, but they need his length on the field.
What could be the final play of the game. 5 seconds left. Knight gets room. lets it go. And that's it. TCU upsets the number 4 team in the country as they beat Oklahoma 37-33. And the goalposts are down. And our Molly McGrath is on the field with a happy Coach Patterson.
Coach, this is your 3rd year in the Big 12. This is your biggest win to date. How good does this feel?
I really can't talk it. It's one of those things, kids, I kept telling them to buy in and not worrying about the scoreboard. It just played to the last minute. That's what they did today. The coaches did a great job. Kids did a great job. Got a chance for 4-0.
This was another close game against Oklahoma, but it really came down to your defense. That crucial interception, those big stops down the stretch. What did they do well today?
Well, number one, I thought we were going to try to give it away. But, you know what happens? We started changing up our coverages. Shepard's a good player, and we had to get some double coverage on him and do some stuff, and, you know, we just got lucky. You got to have a little luck if you're going to win.
This is the first time that your offense has seen a Big 12 opponent, a Big 12 defense. How did Trevon Boykin do today?
He did good. We just can't turn the ball over. But he found a way to win. That's all that matters.
Congratulations,
Thank
Coach.
You.
37-33. The final score, TCU upsets 4th-ranked Oklahoma. The Horned Frogs remain undefeated, and what a signature win for Coach Patterson being in the Big 12.
Went to practice on Thursday, watched them. Felt something from Coach P then. Went to our meeting with him on Friday. You remember that twinkle you noted during the game? It was there. There was something. He had that little half grin like he knew something about this Saturday that the rest of the country didn't know. And his team played to that feeling today. In the Big 12 now, they're a factor.
So many great individual plays made by the Horned Frogs. None bigger than the game winner, Paul Dawson's interception, returned for a touchdown, and that is a play that will forever be part of TCU football.
You'll see the picture of his hands catching the football before he starts his journey to the end zone. Fitting that the defense finished things off today for TCU.
And our Molly McGrath is with the senior from Dallas.
Hey, Paul, biggest win so far this season for your team. How good does this feel?
It feels awesome. It's a blessing. I thank God to be on this team. I just thank him for the win.
You had the pick 6 to win it. What was going through your mind on that play?
The quarterback had been throwing low balls and slants all game. I just thought I'd read him and pick it off and take it to the house.